I always thought click-through rate was the thing. It's like there's something besides average view duration. This video that people watch for 70% did worse than this video that people watch for 50%.
Like click-through rate with thumbnails.
Yeah, like
right.
that.
So when did it click for you?
The biggest point was when Bubblecop, Jordy, showed me a graph where he took all his videos and he graphed them by click-through rate and average view duration. It showed that the higher both numbers are combined, exponentially more the views are. And that's when I was like, oh. So if I just get high click-through rate and people, if I get people to,
sounds easy, but
yeah, well, but then it's like, okay, so just the higher these two metrics are, the more views you get. And then it's just about obsessing how to get the numbers up, really. You think about it, what does YouTube want? They want people to click and watch a video and click and watch a video, which sounds obvious, but to a lot of people, you know, they haven't figured it out. Because they think it's either clickbait or average view duration. I don't think many people, and it seems so obvious, but I don't think many people realize that it's both. And the higher both are, the exponentially more the views. Everything I did from the beginning, I always tried to be different. So once I just found out about click-through rate, it was just, you know, making the thumbnails a little more brighter and, you know, obviously just learning things here and there and then just adjusting as we went. After that, it's just, will people click on it? Can I make an entertaining 15-minute video that people will watch like over 60% of? That's really, no matter what a title you have, it can always be better. It literally can always be better. I try to do videos that just can go viral forever, just constantly get views. Like, it's just clickable, watchable videos no matter how long, you know? And that's where putting a lot of money and effort into videos really pays off because the long tail obviously is way better. The idea is you want to make every video the best video possible so someone can just watch a video and then watch the next and the next and the next and the next. And like YouTube could just recommend any of the videos.
I've been waiting for this day for years. And it doesn't come off the tongue as easy. Your video from 2 weeks ago, the thumbnail's just your face with your hand. I don't really know what you're going for, so just out the bat from the click, as a viewer, I'm not really enticed. I'm more confused, which is something a lot of people mistake. Like confusion doesn't make people want to click sometimes. Like people.
See, that's always, I always thought that was my claim to fame, but now I think I need to rethink my entire life.
I've heard so many people say that. It's like, so they'll purposely like make a title like a little vague or confusing and they're like thinking like, oh, the viewer's gonna click to want clarification, but more often than not, they just, the video below it is just an accurate, not confusing, good video, and then click that one, you know what I mean? If someone enjoyed your previous video, that also determines your CTR on your next video, because if they had a good experience, then they'll click on the next one. If they had a bad experience, doesn't matter how good your clickbait is, they're not gonna watch the next one. Obsess, make sure no one doing what you're doing is doing it better. Make sure the videos are as good as possible. A lot of people though, they underestimate effort in videos. They think things are a lot more basic than they are, but like, even if it's like halfway in a video, if there's just a 10-second clip that took you like 20 hours to film, like people recognize that. And like, that is one thing that a lot of people undervalue is like, if you like really put in effort and like if they can tell you're putting in a lot of effort, they're gonna be more likely to click on future videos and that snowballs. And because once you build that trust, they get to a point where it doesn't matter what you upload. They just know it's high effort and they just know it's great and they're just conditioned just to watch. A lot of YouTubers like, there's so much misconception. They focus on so much like random stuff. You know what I mean? Like when actually, I mean, part of it is just YouTubers though. Like, no matter what you tell them, they just kind of like, nope, this is how it works. This is the algorithm. Like, I'll literally lay out how someone gets views. Someone who's pulling like 1 million views a month. You know, we have like multiple channels that are doing crazy views. Like, clearly we know what we're talking about. And they'll literally just tell me, like, no, that's not how it works. Like, it's not as simple as just make good videos that people enjoy and click and watch. Like, you got to factor in comments. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I could disable comments and still get a lot of views. But
at the beginning of the video, just tell, like literally the simplest thing, just tell them why they should watch it. You know, if you're putting 1 million Orbeez in a pool, don't start the video with you shopping for, you know, your mom's birthday present. At the beginning of the video, just say, we're gonna put 1 million Orbeez in this pool. And then that right there should, you know, be at least slightly sufficient. People, what do you think YouTube wants? Like, to me, I think YouTube just wants people to click on a video and watch it, right? I mean, that's how they get their ad revenue. That's how they keep viewers happy and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure comments, like stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they want you to click, watch a video, click, watch a video, and just do that as long as possible. So to me, what's important is click-through rate, getting people to click on your video, and then average view duration, average view percentage, or just relative retention, and you know, having them watch it. If people are clicking your video more than they click other videos, and they're watching it longer than they watch other videos, you know, as simplistic as that is, that's like what YouTube wants, and I think that's how you just, you know, be successful. Well, obviously everything starts with an idea, and for me, I like to make my videos a little longer, so that's a big part of what ideas we do. So we just the biggest thing is obviously a clickable thumbnail and title, interesting stuff, yada yada. But is it something that people will genuinely want to watch? And this might be a little tangent, but one thing is a lot of creators think click-through rate is just like the title and thumbnail and did they click it, but a lot of it too is did they enjoy your last video? You know what I mean? Like, as if someone watches a video of yours and they loved it, you can bet the next time you're recommended, their chance of clicking is a lot higher, So it's like, is it something that can be entertaining for a long time? Is it something that if they watch this next time, they see a video of mine, will they be excited? Like, I loved that last one, so I want to watch the next one. Like those two type of things. And then obviously, is it just interesting and clickable? And so that for, ideation, that's obviously the first and foremost. Well, I guess we start with filming. For me, and it might not always show, trust me, I know I might sound like I'm coming across as a know-it-all. I swear, I'm still learning stuff every day. When filming, though, I like to try to just put it, I feel like a lot of creators have a mindset of like, how can I get the most views with the least amount of time? And I'm not saying that's wrong, because obviously I have that mindset sometimes too, but I try to, when filming, put in as much work, even if it's like a 15-second part of a video, even if that one little part will take like 10 hours,
Wow.
But like hypothetically, right? But that 15 seconds is like, wow, like that's great. Like I feel like viewers genuinely notice when you go the extra mile. And so with filming, it's just like trying to make sure we're doing everything we can, no matter how expensive it is, no matter how much time it takes, to make the best video possible so they have the best experience. And so they want to, obviously watch more videos because that's what you want the viewers to do. And then with editing, just no dull moments, have a good hook at the beginning. Some minor tips I could give is like, if I do a video like last sleep circle wins 10 grand, obviously people are going to watch to the end because they want to see who won the money. So you could apply that to your videos. If somehow you could have a payoff at the end, then, more people are going to watch to the end just to see what happened. And just obviously don't cut out all dull moments, try not to over explain things. If a camera just sits on me and I'm just talking for 20 seconds, it doesn't hold retention as well as, maybe me talking and other footage popping up. There's things like that if you just, there's literally in your analytics, and most of you probably know this, audience retention. You can see where people click off. Just literally go through your last 50 videos, write down where everyone clicked off, and then just don't do those things again. Again, I'm not perfect, so I don't do a great job of it, but, I like to end a series or a challenge on a high note. Like, you can just kind of tell when people are getting a little tired of it. Or, I just gave away $1 million, so let's take hand off of it. So now if I do last to do blank wins 10 grand, it's just not really the same effect. But I'm still going to maybe occasionally do it. But it's just like, to keep things fresh, just, again, it's hard because so many of them are different. Like, if they're a Fortnite creator, I'm not trying to tell them to switch games every month because then that might kill their career. But for me, I just like to, don't milk a series too hard. You know what I mean? Keep it fresh and always try to introduce things here and there. And then if it works well, take it and run with it for a little bit, then introduce something else new. Because if I just did Last Sleep videos nonstop for the next 3 years, like, no one would watch me. Everyone would be like, we've seen it. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the end of the day, like, the idea is a big part of the video. Not even just from clicking it, but whether or not people watch it. If you're spending 24 hours in a corner, that's just not as entertaining as spending 24 hours in a jail cell. And at the end of the day, like, the only difference there is the idea. It's not the content. It's what you formulated beforehand. So yeah, like, I like to spend an hour a day. It's dwindled recently. We have a lot of ideas, but if you spend an hour a day thinking of ideas, it's pretty hard to not expect your channel to do better. Unless you're just not executing them properly. But it was after. It was like, I was like, literally like, I gotta make this work. So I was doing everything I could, like, nonstop. Chances are, like, to have a video go viral, people need to watch it for a really long time, and high percentage need to click on it. So
yes,
it sounds like people just don't watch it.
It's long watch time, and that's true. You're right. It's really just a formula of clicking and
yeah, watch it. I mean, like, people overcomplicate the algorithm. Like, if people click on your video and watch your video, they don't care about comments or likes. None of that matters. They just want you to click and watch. Yeah, it's funny because people tell me, oh, well, there's an algorithm shift 2 months ago and this and that. I'm like, what are you going on about? Like, the core principles have been the same for like the last 6 years. Yeah, and you got to work smarter, not harder. I mean, some people, I say this analogy a lot, but since we're on the topic, I think for most smaller channels, Like if they're pulling 1,000 views a video and they upload a video every day for 100 days, they'll pull 100,000 views. But I would recommend you just think of a really good idea, one that people genuinely want to watch, put a lot of fucking time into the video, and you can pull 100,000 views in a week. You kind of see what I'm saying? Because most people that I talk to, because I like to counsel small channels sometimes, just get in the motions of just whatever, you know, and it's just like, if you just took a step back, I haven't even uploaded in the last week. I don't care, you know, it's not like it's that big of a deal. Like, and you just make a kick-ass video, like you could like pull exponentially so many more views, you know, with so much less effort, you know what I mean?